Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program Faith and Astrology, and today we will talk about birth charts according to Islamic astrology, and we will talk about transit planets and their effects to our lives, and also hand reading. If we will have enough time, then we will talk about name analysis, synastry and Asma al-Husna and their effects to our lives as well. Birth chart. What is birth chart? Birth chart is the exact, according to exact time of birth time, and the planets in zodiac in the sky, and their positions are so special. There are 12 houses in zodiac, and the planets are spreading inside of it, and so we comment according to it. Of course, there are different kinds of astrologies today, and some people are commenting. They comment these planets according to Vedic astrology, Indian astrology, and Kabbalist astrology, classic astrology, Western astrology, and the Greek. It comes from mainly Greek astrology as well, technically, and also Muslims. Long time ago, they were interested in astrology, and they commented these planets according to Islamic astrology as well. So on the book which I wrote, Islamic Astrology in Istanbul, and I explained how we are going to comment all these planets according to Islamic view. Of course, the Muslims up to today, they didn't know the 4 life elements around of Kaaba. I explained this. The west of Kaaba is fire because of desert is there, and the north of Kaaba is earth because of the largest continent in the north of Kaaba, and the east is air, is wisdom, and indicating Japan, China, and the technology, knowledge, learning, this kind of things. And the south of Kaaba, when we look, it is indicating the oceans, water. So when we look around of Kaaba, we see air, earth, and fire, and also water. According to Quran, when we look, Satan says he's going to approach human being from the right side, left side, in front, and the back side. Right side is arrogancy. In front is some anxiety for the money or for the future. That is the earth part, and also the western part. The left side approach of Satan is fire. It's the Satan is approaching. He's trying to make us angry and losing our temper and doing some wrong things as well. And also he's approaching from the backside. It is past, our past, and the water element. So when we look at Pisces, Cancer, and also Scorpio, they're always thinking the past, what happened in the past affect them very much. So when we observe any birth chart according to Islamic astrology, we can see a person's weak side and the strongest side. The weak side could be water as well. For instance, he can be or she can be Pisces, ascendant is a Scorpio, then he or she can be very emotional. This is weak side and also strongest side as well, but how possible? We have to know how we use our element on our birth chart. If we are emotional, so we must be very careful not to take decision when we are so emotional and when we are so sad. So we have to calm down first. Then after we can take decision using our sixth sense as well. Sixth sense is very strong for Pisces, Cancer, and also Scorpio people. So when they are very cool, when they are very normal, when they are not angry or emotional, they can take decision firmly and well. So the birth chart can tell us our ability, our skills. For instance, when we look at the fifth house, that can tell us our skill of art or literature or sculpture, this kind of thing. So when we look at the planets in the fifth house, we can understand what sort of art, what sort of literature we can do the best. And also when we look at the ninth house, then are we going to be very successful at the university or not? Do we have skill for the languages or not? We can understand easily from the birth charts as well. So I recommend you to get your kids' birth charts checked, because if you know more about your children, so you can educate them better. So you can try them to give wonderful skills, and so you will not lose time for the wrong skills. And I recommend you to define your baby's birth time. Please don't forget your kids' birth time. It's very important to define birth chart and the transits as well. Why do we care of the transits? Because transits are always turning in zodiac, and they affect us according to our birth chart. So when we make a command, we do these commands according to transits position in our birth charts. For instance, these days Capricorn people are having difficult times. Why? Because any Capricorn whose sun is in Capricorn or ascendant is Capricorn or moon or stellium or in Capricorn, they are suffering because the Saturn is turning just inside of the Capricorn and the testing in life of all the Capricorns. And how many planets are in Capricorn? That much that person can be very affected in life, can be very tested. So are we helpless about that? No, of course, because Islamic astrology can observe and can define and also can advise you what to do and how to do. For instance, the Capricorn people should give the money to those people in need, because when you give money or when you help the poor people, when they pray for you to the Lord of the universe, this is going to affect your life as well. Because according to Islam, three important things are very important. The praise. For instance, one of them is a mother's prayer, other one is prophet's prayer, and another one is orphans pray. So any orphan, poor orphan, whom we help, when they pray for us, it is affecting our life very well. So if we help, we must find any person who is orphan and who is helpless as well. That is very important point. So I recommend Capricorn people to help the people, those in need, especially orphans, widows, and elderly women who are helpless. These are very, very important, because we know this is very important from the Mount chapter in Quran, because Allah says in Mount chapter, He warns anyone who prays 5 times without helping orphans or trying to help orphans or encouraging each other for helping orphans. These are very important. Otherwise, our praise 5 times will not be accepted, God says, because Allah telling us directly in Quran, if we want our praise prayer to be accepted, salah accepted, we have to be careful helping orphans. This is very important point. So Islamic astrology tells you how to help you orphans, exact time and periods of this, and hand reading. And previous programs, I explained you the hands are reflecting our lives. Inside of our hands, there are lines which are indicating the number of names of Allah. Heart line, mind line, and also lifeline. This is also 18 here and 81 in the left hand, 8 and 1 in Arabic language. When we put together, opening our hands to the Lord of the universe, and this is making 99 names, and it is written and assigned in our hands. What is the meaning of this? This is giving us an idea about we have to reflect the names of Allah to the life, to the nature, to the other people, because responsibility is the main word in Islam, because when we translate deen, ad-deen, from Arabic to English, that means the depth. If we have got depth to the Lord of the universe, of course we have to realize, and we have to realize our promises, and for being apt, for being servants of the universe. We are the servants of the universe, not slave of the servant of the Lord of the universe, not slave. We are not the slaves of the Lord of the universe. Slave is different, servant is different. Slave is doing one thing unwillingly, but servant is doing something willingly. So we do everything for the Lord of the universe willingly, not unwillingly. This is very important point we have to think about. So when we do everything, we do with our hands. So our hands are telling us something about our lives and also our minds, and giving us some important points. So we have to be very careful while reading our hands. So the hands and the hand reading are connected to astrology as well, because 4 life elements, and also 5th one is the love, air. The second one is earth and the fire and the water, and this is the top of the Kaaba as well. This is the love, and the 5 life elements are important in our lives. And the name analyze. Name analyze is important also because the given name is also affecting your destination. Some names are helping us in life to succeed some deeds, some works, but some names are taking us back, and some children at the school, their names are too old, so the other kids are having fun with their names, so their psychology are getting broken. So we have to give good names to our children. That is very important point. And the synastry of Islamic astrology. And two people, a couple, when they want to get married, their stars, their planets are very important about harmony. Their Marses, Venuses, and the suns, moons have to be in good position and good angles. Otherwise, some conflicts can occur. Of course, Islamic astrology can compensate this kind of things, telling you some special names of the Lord of the universe. For instance, your spouse can be greedy, so you can pray for her or for him with the name of the Razak and the Karim. These names are going to be very helpful, the personality of our spouse as well, because the hearts are in the hands of the Lord of the universe. We know this from the verses of Quran as well. Asma al-Husna are affecting our lives positively, and but we have to know what Asma al-Husna, what Asma, the name of God, for what reason we have to recite. For instance, when we need love, we have to call the name Vedut, Al-Vedut, Jalla Jalaluhu. Ya Vedut, Jalla Jalaluhu. When we recite these things, this name into a water, water has got a memory, and last scientific observations told us water is being affected by any picture, any voice. So the name of God is very affecting the water. When we drink that water back again, telling bi ismi Allah al-Vedut wal Jami, after drinking this water, and we will feel our body is full of love and attracting all the love in the universe. For instance, when we need money, of course we have to work hard. We have to get up early in the morning, but on the other hand, we can recite the name of Allah, Razak, Ghani, and Karim. These names are very important names as well, of course. So we can recite Ya Ghani, Wal Karim, Wal Ghani, Wal Samet. These names are attracting generosity and also wealth of the Lord in the universe, and we are going to get approached the wealthy life and prosperity. But we have to do also one thing exactly. In the morning pray, we have to send money, any orphan. It is easy to these days, from the IBAN number, we can send the orphan's account money. And he or she can thank us, but we mustn't expect any thank from the orphan. We can tell him or her, no need to thank to me. Please don't thank to me. Thank to the Lord of the universe, because I am the servant of the Lord of the universe. We should say this. But we only expect to get the pray from the orphan, such as Allah razı olsun in Turkish, but that means may Allah accept your deed. This is very important. Pray from the orphan to the person who gives money or any assistance. This is important point as well. The Islamic astrology, the only astrology can give you advice according to Quran, Hadith, and also Asma al-Husna. And please don't give importance, don't believe in Vedic and other kinds of astrologies, because most of them are commenting astrology according to Indian religions or other religious groups. So we are Muslims and we have our own astrology, that is Islamic astrology. Thank you very much for listening to me, and hope to see you next week. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.